Hello, and welcome back to our series on stress and the undefined centers in the human design chart. I'm Sandy Freshy, Human Design Specialist, and today we're going to be talking about the undefined G center, the center for love, identity, and direction. So, if you've been following this series, you know that when we talk about the undefined centers, we're looking at the centers on your chart that are white and not colored in. So grab your chart if you have it handy and see if your G center, which would be this diamond that would be roughly in the middle of the chest in the body graph, see if that's white. If it's yellow, it's defined, which means that you have a consistent experience with the energy that you're processing through that center. And if it's white, in this case, if it's a white or undefined G center, then you have an inconsistent experience with the energies of love, identity, and direction. So, as we've been talking about these centers, we've been really talking about how we're affected by the stress of the way we're affected by the way that we filter energy from other people and our environment through our undefined centers, through our undefined energy centers. And in particular, with the G center, we're talking about the stress and the worry of who am I, who loves me, and what's my direction in life. Love, identity, and direction. So if you have that white, if that you have that diamond in the center of your body graph, undefined, and you've been worrying about who am I, how am I showing up? I must show up consistently in the same way all the time. Or if you've been reaching out and trying to get love or feeling unlovable, or if you've been questioning your direction, wondering if you're going in the right direction for your life. This is how you may be taking in the energy from others in your environment and perhaps distorting it, amplifying it, and distorting it so that you feel this hard edge, this fuzzy edge of stress. So here's the wonderful thing about the undefined G center. It holds the gift, or when you have the undefined G center, you hold the gift of being very flexible in the way you show up in your identity. You have a lot of flexibility and malleability in the directions that you take in your life. And a lot of times, who you are with and what environments you are in really color and influence the directions you take, the people that you are in contact with, and how you show up, or what your identity looks like to other people. Now, let me give you an example of this, a personal example of this. I have an undefined G center. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I never look quite the same, and sometimes I don't even sound quite the same, and that's more about the throat. But in terms of identity or how I show up, sometimes my hair is a different color, sometimes I'm wearing different types of clothes. You just never quite know when you have an undefined G center how you're going to show up. And for me, it's impossible to show up the same way each time. So if you've been grappling with who am I need to stick to one direction, or if people have been judging you or telling you that something's wrong with you because you can't stick with one thing, look around at your environment, first of all, and make sure that you're feeling good in your environment, that you're feeling good around the people that you're spending time with, because they're the ones who are really going to color your experience of love and identity. And also take a good look at how you fundamentally love yourself, or how you step into this fundamental core essence of being lovable, because that's really who you are at your core. And there's nothing out there that you have to reach for to get that. It's all in here. This is a quick video about stress and the undefined G center. So I'm going to just sort of wrap this up with this understanding that in the G center, you can kind of liken this, or this is sort of similar to the heart chakra in the Hindu chakra system. So this is a place where there's a tremendous amount of heart resonance that allows you to stay in alignment with what calls out your intrinsic lovability. And your direction may change in life. The people around you may change in life. But when you're staying true to what's in your heart, then you never have to worry about what your direction is, or about having to stick to one thing, because you're truly not designed to do that. The thing that human design offers you to support you in staying true to what's in your heart is the basics of understanding what your strategy and authority are, how you're designed to move through life so that you have less resistance, so that you have a little more ease and flow in your experience, and how internally you're designed to listen to your body, or listen to the way that you process information through your physicality, so that you can make clear decisions about direction. That doesn't mean that the direction is a linear path by any means, but you always have an internal type of knowing, or an internal process that you go through, which is known as your authority in human design, that will clear up a whole bunch for you. Clear up a lot about your direction, about how you need to be, because the being is in relaxing into that strategy that you have for the way that your energy type works, and the way that you process information so that you can make correct decisions that continue to keep you on that path of your heart resonance, that continues to keep you in line with what's truly in your heart, that comes from that core essence of your lovability and the acknowledgement that you are enough as who you are. So if you've been feeling that stress and that worry of wanting to stick to one direction, not sure what your direction is, feeling that pressure from other people to make up your mind and stick to one thing, or that sense that you aren't loved by other people, just know that that energy is not yours. That energy is actually a distortion of the love that's coming to you from others. So relax into your strategy, really hone your relationship with your body so that you know what your body is telling you through your decision-making authority for when you do need to take a step in a particular direction. So that's it for now. I think we have one more energy center, and we will be covering that in a week or so. And until the next time, be well.